Legs brushing Manny Machado back.
There goes the bat. You know where that bat was intended to go? To the pitcher. And that's why the catcher rather jumped out in front. And here they go. Buck Showalter trying to push the A's away. If you're tossing him for throwing at him, but you're throwing him out after he's thrown another pitch. Unless he'd said or did something. I agree with him on throwing Machado out.
Up the middle, gloved by Murphy. There's one, and they will not get the double play. Wow, did Chase Utley go in hard at second as the tying run scores. Tejada is down. The game is tied. And now we check on Tejada. Tejada looked like a receiver coming over the middle, having his feet knocked out from under him by a defensive back. Check this out.
This was going to be a tough turn anyway. The ball behind second base, he was going to turn that way to make a throw. Utley got off on a great secondary lead, and he gets right there to break up the double play.
Didn't even start sliding till he was even with the bag. This is a play you used to see it happen a lot 30 years ago. Very rarely see it happen now. What a collision.
Utley took a shot to the face, too.
Wow, that was a violent collision.
You take a look at Utley right here. He's coming in. He'll take a shot.
You like that slide, Cal? You don't think that's dirty? They wouldn't even allow that in the NFL. If a receiver is vulnerable, they wouldn't let a defensive back hit him like that. And that's what Utley did right there. I don't think there was any intent to do that, but that's what happened.
Oh, here we go. Hey, and just got tossed. Sabathia not happy, and I agree. If you're going to take your beating and give up home runs, take your beating. No need to throw at hitters. That's just the guy right there who didn't want any part of being in this ballgame. Boy, that is not the mark of a competitor. Yeah, he did not even have a conversation with Rob Drake, the home plate umpire. He just took it into the dugout. That will not earn you a lot of respect in your own clubhouse, I'll tell you that. A Bush League move from Oberholzer. And that had Sabathia, you mentioned it, John, just absolutely jumping out of the Yankee dugout. Hey, there are times, and I'm all for sending a little message, but when you don't have your stuff and you're getting beat up, as a professional, you take it like a man and you move on. Clearly, Castro setting up away. It ends up way inside, and no reaction, no conversation with the home plate umpire. It's just a left-handed pitcher who did not want any part of being out there.
I mean, you follow the path of logic there. I can't get you out, so I'm going to throw at you.
Oh, and Worth is plunked on a 3-0 pitch, and that causes some hard feelings.
Boy, that was obvious for you folks at home. And you hear me all the time say, you know, that wasn't intentional. Well, this one was intentional.
Well, why would Frank Francisco be throwing at Jason Worth?
Because he's a fool. That's why. Can't say it any more than that. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Base open, behind in the count, nails him in the back. You know what that does? Gets one of your players hit in the next inning. Should put him up the bat next inning.
Double for Seager's 33rd. Stranded in scoring position in that first inning. Now Seager gets hit by a pitch, and Weaver gets tossed. Brian O'Nora has just ejected Jared Weaver.
Well, boys, what do you think?
That was interesting. Yeah, that was.
Be more interesting to see where this one is.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure that was on purpose. I'm guessing he probably had expected something like that at some point.
Well, this is the first time we've seen something like this since Alex Rodriguez returned, and I think we can say with some certainty what the intent was after Dempster hit him on the 3-0 pitch. Joe Girardi livid. Ryan Dempster did not get tossed out of the game. Warnings were issued to both sides by Brian O'Nora. So Girardi's gone. A-Rod down at first base. Dempster stays. What'd you think, guys?
It was intentional as it gets.
Yeah.
First pitch is behind him. Okay, I'm sending a message. I don't like what you stand for. And then he throws two more inside, and then the 3-0 pitch, he throws one, you know, not up at his head, hit him in the elbow guard and then in the ribs. But you know, to me, it's ridiculous. You had your chance the first pitch to send a message. Don't send it on the fourth one. You know, and look, I know they warned both teams. But if I'm CC Sabathia, I'm sending a message back because I'm not a fan of what just happened right there.
There's the tapper to third base. The contact play was on, so they have Torrey in a rundown. And he is tagged out as he gets to the plate. Whoa! And Torrey just pushed Pudge Rodriguez in the back, and here we go. Both benches have emptied. I don't know what Pudge might have done or said to Torrey Hunter, but Torrey Hunter went right after Pudge. I think Pudge gave Torrey a little shot after tagging him out. And now here come the bullpens, although things have calmed down pretty well around home plate. We know Torrey Hunter well enough that he's not going to cheap shot anybody. He's not even looking at this point. It's kind of a slap from Pudge Rodriguez, not really a punch. Well, was it the intent was supposed to be there? He's not saying hi. He couldn't reach him. Yeah. Gary Matthews got right in there. Mike Butcher was in there too to make sure that didn't escalate at all. See this little pushback. Frustrated the Yankees.
They trail by a run. Bautista gets hit by Matt Bush.
That's weak.
Dan Iasonia, home plate umpire, put the warning in immediately. Now Jeff Bannister wants to come out.
And now it's going to take him out. That's weak.
No, I think he wants to find out why the warning has been in place. Both managers are on the foul lines. DeMarlo Hale is out on the third base foul line. Bannister's on the first base foul line. They want an explanation of this. Matt Bush has zero history with Jose Bautista.
Right.
Zero. So Bannister wants to understand that, hey, the kid is up here. It's his second big league game. He's probably nervous, throws hard, happened to hit Bautista. Well, with the history of these two teams and Jose, it's very suspect, obviously.
Well, Blue Jays aren't going to face the Rangers anymore. And they take the lead and they drill them on the last at bat, possibly of the season against these two.
Yeah, but it's the tying run.
This guy has been throwing BBs over the plate for 2 games, and now the first one hits him.
Yeah, it is suspect. There's no question about it.